Hey everybody, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. How's everybody doing this evening? This is a very cold evening in Ohio, so I hope if you're in Ohio, I hope you stay warm. But look, I apologize again for not showing my face, but I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. But next week, I'm on vacation until January the 6th. So I promise I won't do these, what is this called? An avatar thing, whatever. I'll show my face, okay? So, look, tonight we are talking about, oh my God, a, a sad, sad, sad story. This story was unbelievable. Like, when I just thought, like, I heard the worst, it was like somebody kicked me in my stomach when I heard the next thing. And I was like, what? 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 This can't. And I said, okay, they have to be lying. This man has got to be lying. This cannot be true. And every bit of the story was true. Every bit of the daggone story was true. Even the lady's daughters was on there. So if it wasn't true, her daughters would have said, it's not true. None of that is true. None of that happened. But everything you're about to hear was true. It is true. We are talking about, let me pull up her picture. But first, let's do the fair. I didn't even introduce myself, Lord. Hey, everybody. My name is Kiki, and this is our show. It is called Kiki Loves Nigeria. And what we talk about on this channel, we talk about anything and everything that impacts you visiting, repatriating, or you expatting, relocating to, namely, West Africa, but it pretty much looks like we're pretty much going anywhere now. Like anywhere we go, we kind of talk about it. We've talked about East Africa, we've talked about West Africa, and now this is the first story I believe we've done in Jamaica. Yeah, this happened in Jamaica to a UK. She was a British. She was originally from Jamaica, but I believe she went to the UK when she was 6. So she traveled back and forth to Jamaica, but she was a British national. So this is the first time I believe we talked about Jamaica like this. So this story, like I said, was a very sad one. And let me go get my script so I can tell you how we got the info. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So, like I said, the purpose of this YouTube channel is I use the YouTube channel to educate people on how to stay safe in West Africa. And I always say that this is a community effort because it is. There's no way I could do all these stories by myself. There's no way I could come up with all these stories by myself. There's no way I could just do what happens on this channel. There's no way one person could do all of this. So that's what this channel is all about. And that's what we do over here. We're just trying to keep you safe. Wherever you travel, as a person from the West, you have, especially if you're going to countries that are developing or countries that are not as developed as the country you come from, and especially if your money is worth more, you have to be careful. You have to think about things you would never think about in the West, because we all got dollars over here. And over here, we know they ain't that much. We know it ain't worth that much. And that's just keeping it real. But to somebody from another country, wow, they're thinking, I mean, you can go back and forth to Africa. You can go travel back and forth to Jamaica. You have a house in Jamaica. You have a house in the UK. Oh, you're rich. And that attracts the wrong type of attention to us. And that's what we have to grasp 101%. And that is not what we're grasping. We're not realizing that. We're still looking at ourselves like we're just, from whatever country it is. And that's not the case. That is not the case. So that's what we're trying to do. Just keep everybody safe so they won't get hurt and they won't get scammed. That is the purpose, and that is our aim, and that is our goal. So how did I get my information? Well, we get the information from primary sources, namely YouTube channels and news sources, like online news sources. I use those also. But a lot of my information, because YouTube is a wonderful primary source. So I love primary sources. I was trained to use primary sources, so that's what I stick to. And again, YouTube is a wonderful primary source, so why not stick to YouTube? So most of my information comes from YouTube videos by other content creators. And it's also another way to get that content creator's channel out there, so people can see their channel and, maybe go on their channel and check out the videos. So we're talking about a lady tonight named Donita Anderson. Well, let's do fair use so I can bring up her picture. So we can talk about her. While we're talking about her, we can look at her, okay? Because I like for us to see the people that we talk about. Put a face, they used to call it put a face on the name. But let's do our fair use disclaimer first, all right? So here we go. Oops, hold on, let me get back to it, y'all. Oh, hold on. Hold on, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, man, I still think this video is playing. All right, let me stop that one and go over here so I can pull up this fair use so we can get started. Because we have a lot. I try to get them all into like one session, but that's really hard when you're talking about somebody's life. When you're talking about somebody's life, it gets kind of difficult to kind of sum it up in one video in 1 hour. So, I like to do these docu-series. That's what I realize that's what they're called. They're mini docu-series. And it kind of documents what happened. And instead of giving you one big video or one short video that doesn't cover everything, I like to kind of cut it up because people can only digest so much information at one time. And a lot of people, like some people tell me they can't like sit through like 3 or 4 hour videos, but you split them up. That's what I do. I like split them up. But so that's why I do the docu-series, because again, I like to pay respect to the person's life that I'm talking about. And rushing through the story just to please other people is not going to, I don't do that. Okay, I just don't do that. I do this again to educate people. All right, that is my goal, to educate, not to please, not to displease, but to educate. That is my intention. The content on Kiki Loves Nigeria. This is my fair use disclaimer. The content on Kiki Loves Nigeria may contain copyrighted content not authorized for use by the owner. However, no copyright infringement is intended. Copyrighted material used on this channel falls under the Fair Use Section 107 Copyright Act of 1976, which states copyright material can be used for education, research, teaching, and commentary purposes, which is the explicit goal of this channel. Views expressed on this channel. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on Kiki Loves Nigeria belong solely to the author and not necessarily to the community, the host, or the channel. Everybody on my channel here, I like to have my channel open where people can say whatever they want to say, long as they're not slinging insults. Like I say, we don't sling insults over here. We sling facts. So if you want to come over here and sling your facts, feel free to do so. But we don't call names. We don't insult. We don't do that. That's not educating anyone, not even yourself. Okay, so if you're educating, you're using facts. All right, so that's what we do over here. Now that we've done that, let me get up here and get excuse me. Oh, y'all, there's some new people that are moderators, because after I just realized I needed more people, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. I was trying to do it on my phone. And then I realized I had to do it on my laptop. So, and then I'm going to add some more people. So I hope you don't mind. If you don't want to do it, just email me and let me know. But it's nothing. I mean, I just, just kind of watch the comments or whatever. I don't know what they do actually. But whatever you think the moderator's supposed to do, just do it for me, all right? So let's look at who we're talking about tonight. All right. Let me pull this up. No, that's a YouTube video. Okay. So this is Donita Anderson. This is Donita Anderson, Miss Donita Anderson. Okay, Miss Donita Anderson went to, let me go get my script so I can tell you who she is. Let's start off by meeting Miss Donita Anderson, okay? Miss Donita Anderson is a British national who was unalived, allegedly, by her husband in Jamaica. We have to say allegedly because he has not been found guilty. He has not even been arrested. Last time I listened to the update on the story, they are still looking for him and his brother. But they may have enough. When we go over there, we're going to go over to the channel where we've been getting the information from. We're going to go over there in a minute, and then we're going to look and see if he's updated it since I've been on here, since I've been on this channel. So how did I find out about this story? Wait a minute. Are y'all looking at my notes? Oh, no. Good. Okay. So how did I find out about this story? Well, a lot of people... Oh, okay. Newton has a good one. Okay, let's just read him. This person. This is just what I was going to say. So Newton says she was born in Jamaica in 1960, but relocated to England to join her parents. Yes, she did. Who moved there much earlier. She was 7 years old. Yes. Hence she obtained, yes, her British nationality. Yes. So that's, kind of her background. So she's from Jamaica, right? So we're thinking, what do we talk about, y'all? She's from Jamaica. All right. So she's from Jamaica. So we're thinking, since she's from there, everything should be cool, right? Right? She know the people. She know the culture. That's what we say. Get with somebody from the culture and you should be fine. Well, she is the culture. She's from there. But what made her stand out? What made her different? She went to the UK when she was 7. She was a British national. So what did she have? What did she have in her pocket? She didn't have, I think Jamaica has a dollar too. She didn't have the Jamaican dollar. Do they have the dollar, y'all? What's their currency? I don't know what it's called in Jamaica. But she didn't have their currency. She had the euro. No, UK had their own. They got the pound again. She has the pound. And that's worth a lot. That exchange rate and the euro is very high. Higher than the dollar, at least the last time I checked. So if you're looking for somebody to scam or you're looking for somebody to come up on, who are you going to do that with? Who are you going to do that on? Somebody from there or somebody from there who went to the UK and came back? She went back. And then that was another thing, y'all. That's why this story was just blowing my mind. It was just blowing my mind because I'm like, wait a minute. She from there. She keeps going back and forth like we say do. She doing everything we say do, y'all. Everything we talk about do that we're going to do to keep ourselves safe. Donita did it. But one thing, I think she just fell for the wrong person. The wrong person got his hands on her. That's what I really think. And I think this person probably been watching her. Well, no, that ain't the truth because they said, but they probably knew her. I bet you people knew her through the town though. You know how you know people who come back and forth, but you know of them, but you don't know them. Now, this is just me speculating. Nobody said this. This is just me speculating. Because I'm trying to figure out what was the attraction. Why would Miss Donita be attracted to this type of man? I can't figure that out. This woman she had retired from her. I guess she had retired. I don't know, but she she was employed. She had a house. She could afford to travel back and forth. She had another business where she sold clothes. This is a business lady. This is a professional lady. How did she wind up with somebody who was wanted for unaliving somebody in Jamaica and like 10 other crimes? How did she get with him? How did it happen? It doesn't make sense. Can't be the conversation because I'm sure he didn't have much of a conversation. If you're a criminal since the time you're a child, well, a teenager, how much conversation do you think he had? But these are the things we'll never know because Miss Donita is gone. Miss Dawn is gone. She is no longer here. And the way he unalived her, y'all, I couldn't believe it. That's why I'm telling y'all this story it's like something you don't even believe happened. Yeah, I was gonna say that, y'all, but I was trying to ease it in there. I was trying to ease it. I'm trying to ease it in there. I'm trying to ease it in there. Because this right here was probably the culprit. And also the greed trying to come up. But this huge, we talk about it all the time, this huge age difference. Now, don't get me wrong. There are age difference relationships that work out fine. But it's usually when it's those big ones. Where it's big, I think they said it was a 27-year age difference. He was 34 and 37 and she was 34. Oh, Lord, look at me. He was 37 and she was 64. Okay. That was another thing that made me say, what happened here? Before we get to her missing, before we get to her being unalived, how did she even get with him? This is where I'm stuck. I'm so stuck right there. This lady wasn't just a nobody. This lady was a somebody. I listened to her children talk. Her daughter. You can listen to her daughter talk. Oh, I'm going to play it. Because see, most of the time, y'all, we don't get to hear the kids. We don't get to hear the anguish, what they're going through. That's why I keep telling y'all, we got to be careful these decisions we make, who we decide to be with. Because see, we'll say, oh, I'm grown, honey. I'm the mother. I'm the father. I decide who I want to be with. You live in your life. Let me live mine. But if something happens to us, yeah, do you know how they feel? And to know it was because of a relationship that they knew was bad for you, but you wouldn't listen. You wouldn't listen. So I keep thinking, it goes back. And I don't know, because we don't know. Nobody really knows. When the guy who I got to show a lot of the information from was this dude called Popeye. And Popeye, I'm going to play you the video. He talked to the daughter, right? And the daughter said that when he brought that up, he asked, well, how did you guys feel about the big age difference? And she said she didn't want to talk about that. You know, I'm paraphrasing, that she didn't want to talk about that. You know, that she wanted us to focus on who her mother really was, who her mother was as a person, not on that relationship and like start, I guess people look at that as victim blaming. guess that's how they look at it. But I kind of don't look at it as victim blaming. We got to look at it. These are something that for Black Righteous said. When she called Anja's story, she said, this is a cautionary tale. And I said, what do you mean? And she was like, a cautionary tale telling women to be careful. These stories are warning women to be careful. All of these stories are cautionary tales. Here's another one. This is another cautionary tale. And for us to have caution, we got to talk about what we got to watch out for. And what we got to watch out for is somebody 27 years younger than us coming up to us, telling us that we're beautiful and that they're attracted to us, especially in an intimate way. First thing you should say is, I know you were raised not to disrespect your elders. And what you just said to me is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. But see, some women, they entertain this. And I don't know. I mean, some of them, there's different reasons, okay? But Miss Dawn, I don't get when we talk about the passport grannies, I don't get the passport granny situation here. I don't get that. I get maybe this was more like I was lonely. And when you get lonely, you don't think right. I told y'all that. The Surgeon General warns you about loneliness and what it can do to you. You're not going to make right decisions. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful when it comes to loneliness. You have to be careful. Now, is that the reason why she ended up with this dude? We don't know. Again, we can only speculate. We can only look at the facts, analyze the facts, and try to come up with some type of answer that makes sense to us. It may not be correct, but it's what the facts lead to. And again, we won't know 100% but we'll never know now because she's gone. And will the dude tell us? No, he's not going to tell us. They haven't even caught the dude yet. So that's what we're talking about tonight. This lady right here, who was unalived by her husband, who was 27 years younger than her in Jamaica. Yes. We are talking about what happened. We're trying to figure out why it happened. Why it happened. He just said he was tired of her. Tired of her. That's his reasoning. That's what he said. I was tired of her. I'm getting tired of her. He told one of his friends, I'm getting tired of her, so I'm going to unalive her. And he did. So why not just leave? Why not just leave? Why not just leave? But you know why? Because if he just leave, guess what? He ain't living in her nice house. He ain't driving the nice car. Even though the car was in his name, I don't know why she did that. I don't know why she did that. And then I'm wondering, did he put some roots on her? Did he do that? Because y'all know we've heard 1,000 times, not 1,000 times, I'm exaggerating. We've heard again and again how people will come in your home and try to put roots on you. They'll put things underneath your couch. Who was telling us that? Remember, we heard a story about somebody telling us, or was it Anja, that says she moved her couch and she found these little things underneath her couch where this dude was trying to put a spell on her. Remember the dude, her boyfriend, and she broke up with him? And she was seeing all these devils and stuff when she was walking to see him. And she was seeing all these visions. And she found these things in her house. Maybe he did something like that. Because it makes no logical sense for this woman to be with this man. And that's another way you usually know when witchcraft is at foot. And I don't know. This is just me. Because I don't know. Because I'm trying to make it make sense in my mind. I'm trying to critically think this situation out with the information that I have and make this that makes absolutely no sense. Now these three girls. No, the whole family is devastated. She got great grandkids. Her grandkids is gone. And the kids gonna say, well, what happened to Nana? What happened to Grandma? What happened to I don't know what they call her. But what happened to her? They can't tell these kids what happened to her. They can't tell nobody what happened to her. Because once you find out what happened to her, how she was unalived, you get the vision in your head, in your mind. And you don't want to see that. Because how do you unsee what you've seen? How do you unhear what you heard? Because I sure didn't want to hear that. And I sure don't want to see that. But too late. Too late. So I got to do something to make that vision make sense to me. Because all my mind keeps saying is, why, Don, would you be with that man? He don't even look like he nice. He don't even look like he say a nice word to nobody. You know, you can look at some people and say, oh, this is a nice person or this is a nice man. No, not him. He don't even look like a nice man. Let me show y'all his picture. Hold on. I'm going to put it back up here. But this is what I want to, oh, hold on. This is what I'm trying, I'm stuck with. You know, this is what I'm stuck with. Okay. So here he is. Now I showed y'all her. Now this is him. All right. Now this man to me does not look like somebody that's nice and gentle and romantic. He looked hard. He looked rough and he looked hard. So again, I'm stuck with what was the attraction? What was the attraction? What made you marry him? And she filed for his paperwork to come to the UK. And that's when things fell apart. Because you know, when you do that, you got to do a background check. Yeah, they find out everything about you. So Dawn is a great grandmother of two. Her kids described her that she is the heart of our family, and her sudden disappearance had left them devastated because she got to Jamaica on, let me finish telling y'all. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Dawn arrived in Montego Bay, Jamaica on Sunday, November 24th, 2024 at approximately 3:30 p.m. And she spent the night at a hotel called 39 in Montego Bay. This is where they originally thought she had disappeared from, was this hotel in Montego Bay, this Hotel 39. They didn't think she had went home, but they found out later on that yes, indeed, she had went home. So she was, so they're thinking that she disappeared from this hotel. She was last seen checking out of the hotel on Monday, November 25th. So on that Monday, she checked out of the hotel. This was last confirmed by somebody who saw her, okay? The daughters were worried and frantic because they could not reach the mom. Remember I told you, and see, this is another thing. See how she has a good relationship with her family. So her family knew instantly, oh no, something is wrong. I haven't heard from my mother. She's not contacting us, and we can't even reach her husband. So something's gotta be wrong. So they knew something was wrong because they couldn't reach either one of them. So now, what we're going to do now, now we're ready to go into the videos, okay? Because they contacted the daughters, they contacted the police, but they hadn't heard anything. Because remember, these are the Jamaican police. Their funding is not top notch. They don't have the funding to do the things that we do here, okay? Or they can do in the UK. So the daughters felt like the police were not giving the story as much attention as it needed. Like somebody needed to get on this right away and try to solve this issue right away. Well, they contacted a YouTube content creator by the name of Popeye News Network. All right. So Popeye News Network is a YouTube channel. Now, what he does, he's a really good reporter. He does he does stories, but they're stories in Jamaica and they're crime stories. He's like a news person. So he does the news in Jamaica. So the daughter contacted this Popeye, and Popeye went on the trail. He got on the trail, okay? He started doing videos. Because see, remember, that's one way you could smoke. You could smoke the wood out, smoke the snake out. You could smoke the snake out by putting pressure on in social media. Because social media, people are going to see it. More people see it, more people talk. More people see it, more people talk. All right? So let me get your comments, and then we're going to go to Popeye. So the first video we're going to see is when she went missing, okay? This is when she went missing. And nobody, remember, was picking this up but Popeye. Nobody was talking about this but him. Him and his people were talking about this, and his people kind of do what we do. They try to get the story out. They try to spread the story, and they started doing like what we do, getting this story out, trying to figure out what happened. So again, this is fair use. We're using this to educate people. It's people, women and men, on how to stay safe when you travel. And when you think this cannot happen to you, because I'm sure Don thought, oh, this cannot happen to me. I am from Jamaica. This is my home. None of this will happen to me. So first we're going to get these comments, and then we're going to start with when she came up missing. All right. Hey, Empath of London. The husband looks like a honey married to a Gambian. Do you know that's what I said? I said, oh, no, this man looked rough. He looked rough. He don't even look like he say a nice word to you. That's why I said, why? What could be the attraction? He ain't even a romance scammer. You know, at least the romance scammer gonna romance you. He gonna romance you. He gonna tell you how beautiful you are, how lovely you are. I can't even imagine this dude saying nothing like that. So we talked about Mr. Newton. It's a very sad story. Hey, Steph. Hey, she's saying hey to everybody. Hey, Steph. People can be made, yes, they can be made targets, and all too often they are. Kiki, don't forget to miss you. Okay, I did that. Hey, Christina. No, my bad. You are doing it. No, I was gonna do it though, but I was gonna do it slower, because I don't want people to I don't know. I don't want her to feel it. I don't want her kids, in case they watch, I don't want them to feel like we attacked their mom. I don't want them to feel like that. And I'm not saying don't speak your truth. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about the age gap, because I believe that had a lot to do with what happened to her. I believe it had a lot to do with it. It had a major role in it, so I'm not saying that either. But what I'm saying is, I just wanted y'all to understand that was something that, it was a 27-year age difference. He helped her, yes. Married to a Gambian says he helped her with her business and knew the people building her house. So, yes. So the guy who was helping her, who he went to there with the uncle, I think his uncle or somebody was working. The uncle was working on the house. They are. And you're going to hear it in their voice when she's talking, because normally we don't hear from the kids until it's too late, until some I'm not going to even say it, but somebody has gotten to the person and told the person that we're just making some type of money off of them. And, and we're not, because everybody who do YouTube for real, no, you don't make much money on YouTube. You make change. Okay. Coins, literally. But I'm thankful for that. I'm not going to complain, but I do all the time. But anyway, yes, they're heartbroken. They're extremely heartbroken. No, not publicly. I don't. Okay, the things we do for, yes, that's the thing. Your channel got me discerning my relationship and people's intentions, since people might perceive me as having more than them. Yes, and they do. And you got to be careful. You have to be careful, because Miss Dawn had filed for him to come to, what is that? UK. She had filed his paperwork. And see, I believe that's what led to all this, because when she filed the paperwork, right, they got to do a background check. They do an extensive check on you. So he didn't declare any of this information. He didn't self-declare any of this information. So they're like, oh, he's not coming because he lied. And he's wanted for unaliving somebody. So that's probably what got him all upset. And that's probably why he got tired of her, because he knew he wasn't going to get anything further than what he's gotten. So if he wasn't arrested, everything she knows in Jamaica goes to him. Everything she owns in Jamaica goes to him. Y'all know what? I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Is it the same as here, y'all? Because if it is, then it probably does. No, he's not arrested. Grand evening chat from Maud. Stephanie said, okay, she's saying hi to everybody. Some of the most academically intelligent and successful businesswomen in the UK make some bad decisions for partners. See, we got to do better and be more careful. Value yourself. You have to value yourself. Victim blaming, but they want to help these men. You can't help them. You can't help them. People got to help themselves. That's the whole thing. Life is about helping yourself. Help a baby, help a little kid, but not a grown man. Lots of women get unalived by their partners in Jamaica. Age difference or same age makes, oh, Lord, are you serious? So femicide is a problem over there. Thank you. Hope you're well. Oh, no. All right. So we're going to start with when she went missing. Mayall says, Kiki, do you think her living and grinding in the West made her, yep, more? I know it does, because that's all we do here is work. Come home, go to bed, get up, go back to work, come home. And who are you? We went to a Christmas party, y'all, and I was talking to my little friends we were talking about the dating scene. They were telling me about it. And I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. It is horrible. Horrible. So yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it, because who wants to be alone? Nobody wants to be alone. Even on Noah's Ark, they came in pairs. They came in twos. And God says it's not good for man to be alone. It's not. Because you don't think normally when you're alone. You don't make right decisions when you're alone. It impacts your health when you're alone. And this is all according to the Surgeon General. I'm not making this up. Just go look at it. I think it's like a public, they're trying to get it as a public crisis now. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Because people take this as lightly, but it's not. Because Yeah, it's an epidemic. Let's see, loneliness epidemic. This is so sad. Oh, COVID-19 made it worse. Okay, let's see what the Surgeon General says. The Surgeon General report. I told y'all we read it on here before. What the Surgeon General said about it. Okay, so he says, let me pull it up so y'all can see it. So y'all know I ain't making this up. It's so sad. This is just really sad. This just is heartbreaking. This is really heartbreaking. That people are really, loneliness is really the problem here. Okay, hold on. So here's an article by the Surgeon General. It says the new Surgeon General advisory raises the alarm about the devastating impact of the epidemic of loneliness and isolation in the United States. So the epidemic of loneliness and isolation has been an unprecedented. Listen to that, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I can't see it. An underappreciated public health crisis that has harmed individual and societal health. Our relationships are a source of healing and well-being, hiding in plain sight. One that can help us live healthier, more fulfilled, and more productive lives. It is extremely important that you have relationships, healthy relationships. The physical health consequences of poor or insufficient connections include a 29% increased risk of heart disease, according to the Surgeon General, 32% increased risk of stroke, according to the Surgeon General, and 50% increased risk of developing dementia, according to the Surgeon General. He said, additionally, the lack of social connection increases the risk of premature death of more than 60%. Ooh, wait 1 second. Yes. Do I think loneliness had something to do with her decision to be with this man? I certainly do. So hold on, y'all. Let's get this video up here started. And I'm putting this up here. I'm going to see what Kiyomi's whining for. So hold on 1 second. Okay, we're going to watch this one. And again, this is Popeye News Links.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. In this video, I'm going to be speaking with two daughters. Their mom, Dawn, is missing. There is Dawn on your screen. This one, this one is troubling, to say the least. Throughout the video, I'm also going to be sharing her partner's / husband's photograph. There he is on your screen. His name is Andre Morris. Remember to hit on the love button from now. Also, share the video. Listen to this.
Guys, I need to show you how I'm only paying $38 a month for car insurance. You're not going to believe this. I was paying over $150 for car insurance. It sucked. I was getting ripped off. That was until I found this Agile Rate site. And now I'm paying $38 a month for the same exact coverage. Stop overpaying. It's so easy.
All right, sorry, y'all. I had to go check.
I dropped a link for you below the video.
Let me
answer a few quick questions.
I'm sorry.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good day. How you doing?
Okay, hold on. So let me. I'm sorry about that. I had to go see what was wrong with Kiyomi. She was crying. So now this is when he's talking to the daughters. All right, so let's go.
Well, we're not good because we still don't know what's happening. We don't know where my mum is.
All right. Tell me from the beginning. What's your mom name is Dawn?
Yeah, so my mum's name is... Am I live, by the way?
No, I'm recording the conversation, but you're not live on the air.
Oh.
I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit
Yeah.
it when I'm done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So my name's Fiona,
Okay.
and my mum's name's Dawn.
Yes.
Dawn, and she was born in Jamaica, but she grew up in England.
Mm-hmm.
But she comes over to Jamaica around the Christmas time. She spends about 2 or 3 months there.
Yes.
And so what the story is that she arrived in Montego Bay on Sunday, the 24th of November.
Yes.
And she stayed one night in Montego Bay.
Yes.
She called me, and I've got 2 other sisters. So she called all of us at different times. Well, actually, no, it was all around 3 o'clock in Jamaican time that she called us, I think, yeah. And, you know, to let us know the flight was fine, like she's happy to be back.
Yes.
My mum does a little bit of business out there as well. So she was like, you know, she was happy, good mood. And she said she's checking out of the hotel and then she will be making her way home because she has a place in Roaring River.
That's in which parish? Which parish?
That's in Petersfield, Westmoreland.
Westmoreland, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so I became aware of a situation with my mum was when her partner called me and said that he had taken my mum to Westmoreland to Negril that morning.
That's Monday morning. That's Monday morning.
On Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
So on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. So now we're on. So now we're on Tuesday, the 26th.
6th. Yes.
I got a call around 3:15 in Jamaica time.
In the afternoon.
Yes.
From
her partner saying that he can't find my mum. And he said that he took my mum down to Negril for her to meet someone who was interested in what she sells. So my mum imports clothes gets clothes made in Africa, Ghana specifically, and fans, like fans to keep you cool.
Yes.
And, you know, women's clothes, men's clothes. And that's what she does when she's in Jamaica, in Negril specifically. So on that Tuesday, apparently she was supposed to be meeting someone, and I don't know where exactly. I was told it was somewhere called the Free Beach on Negril, and I really don't know what part of Negril that is or what hotel it was close by. And she was dropped off, and then by about 3:15 in Jamaica time afternoon, I got a call saying that my mum cannot be found.
Who called you?
From this man.
Wow.
Her partner. He called me saying he can't find my mum.
All right, the partner. What's your mom's correct name?
Dawn.
No, her
Anderson. Yeah.
And how old is she?
She's 64.
64.
She looks good. She doesn't look her age.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. I'm looking at her. Her partner. How long? You said partner? Are they married or just common law?
Well, I think they are married now. I've been told they are married now.
Oh, you have been told. Okay.
Okay, so that means they're legally married now, y'all. So see, yeah, they're legally married now. So that house is his house. But they said he did it. So they're looking for him. So I don't know how he gonna get anything.
And you know him personally? You know him personally?
No, I've not met him.
Do you know how long they have been together?
I'd say maybe about 2 years.
Oh God.
And you said you were told that they're married. Who was it? Your mom who told you, or you heard otherwise?
Yeah, it was one of my relatives. It was one of my aunts. Yeah.
Is there a reason why your mom wouldn't? Is there a reason why your mom wouldn't want to tell you?
I really can't comment on that.
Okay,
at the moment,
I understand. I understand. It's okay. You don't have to answer. So,
because she probably knows her kids are gonna go clean off. Girls are worse than boys. The boys are just, kind of listen to you, be like, Mom, okay, Mom, I want you to be happy. But your daughter, no. Like my niece is like my daughter, y'all. She gives me no slack. She tell me just, no, that don't even sound right. So your daughter's not going to do that. But your sons, they're going to go with you, wish you a little happiness and, give you a little slack. But the daughter, no. So no, she definitely, and she got $3. She don't want them to know because she know they're going to be like, Mom, what is up with this?
You tried calling her since Tuesday? And what happened?
Yeah, her phone's off. She's got 2 mobile phones. All of her numbers are off.
See?
She's got a new mobile phone, and that rang actually this morning, and then it went to voicemail. It rang for a very short time, and then it was directed to voicemail, and then now it's just off again. So I don't know. I don't know. And it's not like her. It's really not like my mom.
When was the last time you would have spoken to her partner?
Newman's Own is a wonderful branding company started by Paul Newman in 1982. One of our biggest challenges was
it might have been Wednesday.
Yesterday?
Wednesday, yeah, yesterday. So that would have been the 27th.
And
in the morning.
And he was saying what in regards to your mom?
So remember, she went missing on the 24th. She said, so on the 27th, he's actually talking to them after he's done this to their mother. After he's unalived their mother, he's actually talking to them, like telling them he doesn't know where she is and he dropped her. He's spinning this lie to them.
He's not saying anything. The things that he's not saying anything, and we don't know what's happening with him or what exactly he really knows because he's not answering the phone calls.
Oh, he's not answering the calls?
Yeah.
Do you know if the police were advised about her being missing?
The police have been notified, and a formal statement has been made.
By who?
Yesterday.
By who?
One of our relatives, and aunt.
The person, you don't have to call the name, but the person went to the station and made the report?
Yes.
Okay.
See?
And do you know which station the person would have gone to?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I do, actually. I hope I'm not going to mispronounce it. Bear with me, because I did.
Is it Withorn?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Withorn. Okay, so the person went to Withorn yesterday and filed the report.
Yeah, they did that yesterday.
Okay. And what are you?
I'm going to ask him if he wants to join the call, if that's okay.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I'm just going to see if he wants to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just sending her a WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
And also, and also my sisters, because my sisters may want to say something as well.
Yes.
Hold on. Actually, let me just try and add my sisters to the call and see whether they would even join, if you don't mind. Hold on.
No problem.
Because there might be things that I've forgotten.
Mm-hmm. I'd want you to WhatsApp me the partner's number though, because I need to.
Yeah. Let me see. Sure. Yeah, I'll send the details.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully someone will join. So,
okay.
Chris, this is Chris. I'm on live. We're not live, but we're just speaking to this
Popeye.
man, Popeye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm recording the conversation. I'm recording the conversation to have it aired because because I'm this is really concerning. Good day to you. It's 2 of you now.
Hi.
Good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you what's the latest? Have you heard anything?
No, we've not heard anything from our mum since Monday. We are just waiting for some other people my husband and my uncle, to go to the police station, to go to hotel, because apparently they've got some information but they couldn't release it because they needed a police present.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the only thing that I'm waiting for now, is waiting for them to get the police to get to the hotel to get the information, and also for the police to arrest Andre for questioning to find out what's gone on with my mother.
Yeah, see,
I'm gonna need Andre's number because it doesn't sound good at all, and it's the first. Your mom normally communicate with you, right?
Yeah, she communicates with all of us all the time. She regularly goes to Jamaica, back and forth. She's got 2 iPhones because I bought her a brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max. So she's got that phone and she's got another phone as well. So it doesn't make sense that she's not called any of us since Monday, or FaceTimed any of us since Monday.
No, it doesn't. This Andre, he's from where?
Roaring River.
Oh, he's from Roaring River. Okay. It don't look good at all. It don't sound good, but I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. So when is it that someone is supposed to make contact with the hotel so you can know what's happening?
Today. They are on their way. Yeah, literally half an hour ago I spoke to my husband. He lives in Jamaica as well.
Okay.
And he's going with my uncle. They're going to try to get to they are going to the hotel today to see.
So she even still has family over there. So this is just unbelievable. It's just, but TNK said that this femicide is a big problem over there.
What information they can get from the hotel, because like I said, before that, my husband went down there and he spoke with the hotel, and the hotel said they do have information to give, but they can't give it out without a police presence.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna see what I can find out in the meantime. I'm gonna try and call this Andre and see if he'll talk to me. But if not, this is my number. Let me know when your husband reached there and if they found out anything. But I'm gonna put out the information in the meantime so that.
Okay, so he put out the information, and on his YouTube channel, and people just started giving him information. It's very hard to get good info on Jamaica. She was selling clothes on the beach in the grill. This husband was a worker on her house. I wonder if she married him so he could go to England. Well, she filed the paperwork for him to go to England, so I'm sure that's why she did the legal paper, because he wanted to come to England. Yes, that's, honey, we ain't got to that part yet. That's why I said it just get crazier and crazier. Yes, and they were HIV positive. So we haven't got to that part yet. Popeye uncovers all of that. He has another wife. Was it a wife or a girlfriend? African Repack Queen. He had a wife or a girlfriend, honey, and they had and she was pregnant. They found out she had HIV, and you got to disclose that on the form too, on the immigration form. They want to know that too. Yeah, if you got that, they need to know all of that. So, yeah, they do. Immigration does all that. And that's probably how it came out too. So he's probably lying, saying that the girl, well, they're trying to say that Miss Dawn gave it to both of them. But she says she don't have it because she's been tested for it. So yeah, they had HIV too. Oh, thank you. Kindly hit the like button, please. 10 Gray. Okay, she's saying hi. Empath of London says she was introduced to him by a man she knew well because he needed a worker on her house. The friend was surprised she got close with him. That's the one he gonna come on here and talk. Popeye contacted him, the uncle who took him over there. Yeah, and that's what he was saying. Unfortunately, it is a common knowledge that you can't return to Jamaica from the West displaying wealth, or you will be, oh, that's terrible. Yeah, honey, it's going to get worse. Dove, wait till you hear the rest, ma'am. It's going to get worse. Sometimes just because a man is younger is enough to start pointing for some, to start what? Is enough. Wait a minute. A man is younger is enough of a starting point for someone. Oh, no. Hey, Smitty's Corner. How you doing today? Much respect to you, too. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know her, but it appears she was building a small house, not flaunting anything. Good evening, Kiki. Hey, Cayenne Works. Millie says, men are on you from the time you get off the plane. They all have a gift of gab, even the rough-looking ones. It's like Gambia on steroids. It happened in his parish. One arrest is difficult. It happened in his parish. So, you said an arrest is difficult. So what does that mean, y'all? If it happens in the parish, why is it difficult? What is the parish? Is the parish like a village? Is that like the village? When they say parish, what does that mean? Why is it difficult if it happened in the parish? Girl, honey, Joy, yes. Everybody seems to be takers. Girl, that's what they said. I said, so it's no more dinner and a movie? They said no. They want you to come over their house and they want to cook for you and then they want to do the you know what. And I said, what? They said yes. And they said sometimes they don't even want to cook for you. They just want to jump to the new you know what. And I said, I don't even believe that. They said yes, that's how it is now. There's no conversation. There's no let's go do this. There's no, they said it's just horrible. I don't agree with you, Kiki. A lot of people totally love their own company. Being on one's own is blissful. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, but remember, this is the Surgeon General who's saying this, not me. So the Surgeon General is saying that loneliness is doing this to people. So I think though, well, I like being alone is different from loneliness. Like enjoying your alone time is different. Like people who are alone, they kind of like being alone, but lonely means like you want somebody there or you need somebody there. So I think that's what he meant by that. A retired journalist from the local paper was just unalived in Jamaica. What? Someone she knew in a gated community. She was well known. Ooh, I wonder, is that on Popeye News Channel too? He gets the scoop on everything. Oh, she said, because that's different. She said, I don't know how the lady could be lonely with 3 daughters and grandchildren because I'm just saying, I don't know. She might have wanted a relationship for herself. Like when you go to your house and you go there and you're alone, you go to bed and you're alone, you do everything when you're alone. Everybody's probably on the move, living their own lives. It's like that. So maybe that's what happened. Hey, Q, how you doing? So maybe that's what happened. I agree. I love being alone, but the majority of the people, in my opinion, are not comfortable being alone with themselves, and they're not. And that's the thing. That is the thing. A lot of people, but I don't think he was talking about that. I think he's talking more about people who aren't content with being alone. Because remember, alone and loneliness are different. 2 totally different things. Now, being alone, like I said, I enjoy being alone sometimes. It doesn't bother me at all to be alone. But lonely is like this ongoing, no social relationship and isolated, nobody around you. You don't see people. You go to work, you come home, you go to bed, you do the same thing. You're not talking to nobody. You're not interacting with people. There's people like that. And that's their everyday. And that's why the Surgeon General is like, this is a problem. TNK, I'm going to ask the British-born Jamaican BFF tomorrow why she never visited. Hey, Charlie, I'd rather be lonely than starving. Hi, Charlie, how you doing? That's true. I recently went back to Jamaica and I had to brush them off like mosquitoes. Oh, Lord. Loneliness might be the reason for the passport bras. I think theirs is arrogance and insecurities. You know, when I listen to them talk, they're really arrogant. They're not lonely. They're arrogant, and they have a lot of insecurities that they don't even realize that they have. So I think that's what their issue is. It's just it's not loneliness. Lonely people who are moved by loneliness, they do irrational, crazy stuff, and you looking like, what are you doing? Do you realize what you're doing? Do you realize you're spending all your money building a house that you don't own? And if you're not 70, you're almost 70. And who's going to take care of you when you can't get around? And where are you going to live? Because you can only live and you can't own that house. You can only rent it for so long. And the people in Ghana, I don't know, it's hard to find out how long their contracts are for. I've been trying to find that out. Still can't find it out. So I don't know how long theirs are for, but you can't tell me they're for 99 years. I don't believe that for nothing. It's probably like Gambia. Gambia's 21. It's probably like that, but they don't want you to know because they want to keep selling you this dream so they can keep going to get your papers and you keep paying them to do things for you. But they know daggone well you not going to own nothing because they not going to own nothing. And they want you in the same situation that they are in. So no, the people who are lonely do different. They don't do that stuff. You know what I mean? They really be in relationships with these people. They really be trying to make this stuff work. Like Soul Sister. That's the one. I think hers was loneliness. That was the first one I reported on, who passed away. It's on my channel in the Gambia unexpectedly. Her father had passed away. Her relationships with her, she wasn't really close with them. And after her dad passed away, she just left. So I think hers was loneliness. Because, like my dad is gone, she took care of him. And that's a lot when you lose somebody, a parent, especially one you take care of. That's really hard. So I think hers was loneliness. Okay. I just typed earlier in the chat about how common that occurs if you have money and okay. All right. So the next one we're going to watch this one. Let me see what this next one is. This next one is Popeye went back and did some background checks on this dude, okay? And he found out that this dude, she was found in the show. Okay, hold on, I'm trying to get to the right video. He found out that this dude, they use the word hoodlum. These ads are going to get on my nerves. I'm going to have to go back to the premium thing. Oh, I didn't think I was going to need it, but I think I am. So, all right, let's get here. Now, Popeye went after he got the information. The daughter wanted him to help the daughters. So him and his people started working on it. So they started working on it, and this is what they came. First, they found out, honey, this man was wanted for murder. So let's look at this. Let's check this out. They found out a whole bunch of stuff about this dude. So, okay, we did that one. Hold on. Let me get back to it. Is this it? No. So hold on. Let me get over here. Because I got all these windows open. Hold on. Let me go just back here and open it this way. So this is the one where I told y'all he said, he told somebody he was just tired of her. Okay, so hold on. Hold on, let me share the screen with y'all. 1 second. This is where, and this is how I know they're going to get him for murder, because he planned this. He told one of his friends what he was going to do to her because he was tired of her. Can y'all believe that? Oh, but wait a minute. I wanted y'all to see the one. Hold on. I wanted y'all to see the one. Okay. Hold on. Let's go to this one. He was one. Okay, this is it. Yeah, this is the one. I wanted y'all to see this one because he was wanted for unaliving somebody.
She is a
I think it was a relative. So here we go. Let's watch this one.
British citizen. Dawn arrived in Jamaica from England on Sunday, November 24, and she and her husband, they stayed at a hotel on Jamaica Boulevard in Montego Bay on Sunday night.
So now remember, this is after he done got the story from the girls. Now he on the mission to get it. He telling the story.
Checked out of the hotel on Monday, and since then, Dawn cannot be found. Her phones are off, and her husband has been elusive, to say the least. There is her husband on your screen. His name is Andre Stephen Morrison, but he's popularly known as Bolo or Mantis. He is 37 years old, and Mantis, he has had a checkered past. In 2004, Mantis and his brother, Kevin Morrison, also known as Killer, they were held by the Trelawney police with an illegal gun.
So you still.
So they were wanted by the police. They had an illegal gun. That was the first thing. Hold on. That was the first thing he was wanted for. Okay. So now, remember, they're not knowing any of this. Okay. They're not knowing any of this. Popeye is finding out all of this and telling them.
Both of them eventually escaped from the Falmouth police lockup in late 2004. Now, I am not sure when they were held by the police, but in January 2012, 8 years later, both brothers, they were named on the Trelawney police most wanted list. They were wanted by the police for some serious crimes. We are also getting reports that Andre Morrison, also known as Mantis, he was held by the Montego Bay police and he was charged for the offense of murder, but he gave the police a wrong name. We are also told that he spent some time in jail on that murder charge. However, we are not sure what is the outcome of that case. So my question to you is, do you have any doubt in your mind that Andre Stephen Morrison, also known as Bolo or Mantis, has gotten rid of Dawn? In this video, I'm going to be talking to one of Dawn's daughters, and I'm going to be getting an update on the progress of what is happening. And I am also going to be updating her on my findings so far. Remember to hit on the love button from now. Also, share the video. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, remember to subscribe. Listen to this. Hi, morning. Morning. I'm recording because I kind of have some updates, but I wanted you to update me first as to what is happening.
Well, what we know is that he's still on. Well, I haven't. As far as I'm aware, the police have not spoken to him because he may have left the area of Roaring River.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to clarify with you because he did look pretty young in the picture, but he is younger. He's younger than my mum. He's 37,
yes.
And he's got 4 children. So he's a father of 4.
Yes.
And his mum lives in Roaring River. But I'm aware that apparently his brother may have taken him, picked him up, and taken him to his.
So wait a minute, he has 4 children. That's a lot of kids. So wait a minute, he has 4 children. I wonder if he was ever married. Was he ever married? Oh, let's listen to this.
He's disappeared as far as I know, and we don't have any phone numbers for him. So I don't believe he's actively looking for my mum.
And you said he would have taken up some things.
Yeah, there's no sign that he's staying at my mum's house anymore because he's taken all of his things.
All right. About your mom's house. How long ago would she have bought that house?
Oh, my mum's been living there for years.
Okay.
Before she met him, like it's definitely before the pandemic.
Yeah.
She's been living in that area for years.
Yes.
Well, she bought the property. She's just, she's been there for years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm getting some information that is not sounding good. His current name is Andre Morrison, right?
Yeah.
And his brother's name is Kevin.
I don't know what his
Yeah, his brother's. I don't know. I'm telling you, his brother's name is Kevin.
Oh, okay.
In 2004, he would have escaped from the Falmouth police lockup. He was being held on gun charges, and he escaped.
Oh my God.
He escaped from the lockup. In 2012, he was on the Falmouth police most wanted list.
Wow.
I'm not sure if they had captured it. Well, most likely they captured him after he had escaped. But then he was back on the Falmouth police most wanted list for some guns and all kind of charges. And I am being told that he was arrested and charged in Montego Bay for murder.
Oh my God, when was that?
He was the name that he used when he was arrested in Montego Bay. Let me just check on my and something here. The name he used was Errol Ellis when he was arrested in Montego Bay for murder. And repeat.
Who was he accused of murdering?
No, I'm digging into it. I'm just telling you, the person, because the person, the information that the person, this is the last of the information that I need to check out, because the person is giving me some credible information. I checked out the fact that he was wanted he escaped from custody, he and his brother, Kevin Morrison, in 2004. And I checked out the fact that he was also wanted again in Trelawney on the most wanted list. And the person is saying he was in custody for many years under the name. But then I'm getting information that he told somebody very close to him that he was planning on killing your mom.
Wow.
It's kind of hard to tell you like that, but that the information I'm getting from somebody who is very, very credible, that he was planning on doing away with her for some for some reason or the other. Let me say if the person give the reason, sadly, Jamaica, that Andre complained about her and said sometime he wants to kill her. That's what he told somebody who was very close to him, and the person is telling me.
All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me $100.
Oh yeah, they're gonna make me get that stuff, the premium. They kind of force you because I can't deal with this.
It, when I was talking to you yesterday, I told you it didn't look good, and it don't look good at all.
No, it don't.
I'm sorry.
She never made it home.
No.
Like her house, she never made it home. There was no signs of her suitcases.
No, she didn't go home. From she left the hotel. I think that's where he would have picked her up. Well, he was at the hotel with her.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what, okay, now right here, he said they thought she didn't go back to the house, okay? But this is how information changes. Like at that point, there were no suitcases at the house. The mom, Miss Dawn, had 5 suitcases, right? But they found no luggage at the house. So they assumed that she hadn't been to the house, but that was not correct. This dude, Andre's sister, had the luggage. Yeah, the whole family was involved. But she claims she didn't know they was Miss Dawn's.
So I think from they left the hotel, he went away. I'm not sure if she even touched foot in Westmoreland.
because he's not from St. James, you know, he's from Trelawney. He's from a place in Trelawney named D-Side. Yeah, that's where that's why he was wanted by the Falmouth police. He's from D-Side in Trelawney, and he and his brother Kevin Morrison, they are from D-Side in Trelawney, and they are partners in crime because when both of them were held in 2004, and both of them escaped from the police lockup in Falmouth. So they are not. He's not from Roaring River. He's not from. Well, maybe he was living in St. James at one time because he was held in Mobile on murder charges. But I'm gonna do some more digging and see if I can find out who he would have murdered and when that murder would have been committed. And
he needs to be captured.
Repeat?
Like I said, he needs to. I can't even take it in.
Yeah,
No.
it's hard, but you know, I'm letting you know.
Now just think, your mother is missing. She's married to this man, and he just ran down all gun charges, escaping from jail, unaliving people, giving false names, being in prison for years, and your mother is missing. I know she can't take it anymore. I know she's like, what is this?
Because I'm planning on putting that information out there, and I didn't want to catch you off guard by putting it out, and then, you know, I didn't tell you first so you can process it, but it don't look good at all. It don't look good. It's from Sunday. He would have picked her up. They would have left the hotel on Monday, and today is Friday. Yeah, and today is Friday. He's running out. He went wanted already. So apparently, this is nothing strange to him. So it's just a pity, you know. And your mom would have met him in Roaring River, right?
Yeah. I think him and his stepdad were doing work on her house, I think. He did construction work?
See?
Yeah, well, I don't know whether he did, but I remember it might have been in the late lockdown or something. She was getting a new bathroom put in or tiling, things like that.
Yes.
His whole family's been in on it. His whole family that lived there in the family that like his mum, whoever his mum is. Do you know what his mum is?
I soon find out. That out.
His mother. Also, like remember he attended the Roaring River Church as well.
Yeah. That's what a lot of them do, you know. They try go church to cover up there. Because I'm sure a lot of people in Roaring River don't know his history. You know that he was wanted before. Yeah, and he was held for murder, and he was held on gun charges. So a lot of them, they use the church to cover up, you know. Yeah. That's what a lot of them do. But
if y'all think it's a safe place to meet people at the church, it is not. He just said a lot of them go to the church to cover it up, what they're doing.
It's really, really sad, you know, and it's really sad. So did you get a feedback from the persons going to the hotel and finding out anything?
We're going to get more updates today.
Okay.
We're going to get more updates today.
Yes.
We need to see the CCTV footage just to confirm to see whether it really was her.
Yes.
We haven't seen the footage and to see what else they saw.
All right.
I would, for anyone who knows or saw her,
yes,
she would have been. If we can get the CCTV footage from the hotel. Then we would know what she was wearing.
Right? Yes.
Because whatever she was wearing would have been distinct. My mum always stands out. So.
Yeah, because somebody told me they saw her when she came in. She came in on a TUI flight Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody told.
No, she came on, I think she might have come on Virgin. I could be
Virgin,
wrong, but you know
but one of those flights. But somebody told me that they saw her at the airport, you know, because she was standout in what she was wearing. She was a standout. So the person told me that they saw her, you know. And
she would have stood out. And because obviously she got her hair in locks, her hair was pinned up a little bit.
Yes.
So it was pinned up at the top, so should I say, and some of it was down. So what she was wearing, she would have stood out.
Yes.
We just need to know where he is.
All right.
People who have his number, they need to, like, I'm certain if anyone works for the telecoms company, they can work out where his phone has been, his location. You've got his number.
So it's not possible for you to track track your mom's iPhone?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
But you've got a lot of listeners, and you've got a lot of listeners who are in different professions.
Yes.
They've got access to databases. We know what he looks like.
Yes.
You've got his numbers.
Yeah, because they
can find his number on the system. Whether I don't know if it's pay as you go. Everyone needs to do their thing.
Yes.
And see, that's what.
Let me ask you.
That's how he got the information. It's just like what we do. We all put our mind together and we work together to get the information. So that's what she's saying. That's what they're doing. And that they need to come. People need to find out where this man is.
Been on the run for nearly 10 years.
Yeah, because ain't nobody looking for him.
This is welcome to Jamaica.
He's been in plain sight. So
no, he was held. It's not like he was wanted when he met your mom. He was held. He was eventually wanted. Held and was in jail. You understand?
He said he was wanted when he met your mom. How do you go around being wanted and call yourself picking up a woman? And then how do you have her fill out papers for you to go to England when you know that you're wanted? Oh, this is ridiculous.
So it's not like he was wanted at the time when he met your mom. But welcome to Jamaica. But let me ask you, when was it that you confirmed with your mom that she was staying at the hotel? You would have confirmed with her?
Actually, I knew. Do you know what? I forgot to ask her what hotel she was in, but I have got confirmation of what hotel she was in. But she actually told me she was at a hotel, which is a bit unusual, to be honest, because it's not that far of a drive. Right. But I understood why she said, she had a bit of a difficult time getting onto the plane. She nearly missed the plane. But she just wanted to. So she chose to stay overnight in Montego Bay.
Oh, so it was her choice. It was her choice to stay. It was her choice to stay in Montego Bay.
She would say that, but I suspect, given what we know now, and he made the booking at the hotel.
Oh, he made the booking.
That this may have been his plan to do whatever was going on. It was going down either there, Trelawney, or somewhere between the hotel and even because like there's certain travel routes you go in it, like to get to Roaring River.
Yes.
I can't remember the route.
No, the route is from coming over from Montego Bay, come down. Yeah. All right, let me ask you.
But so
go ahead.
So and she drove like a white car, a white Toyota. What's it called? A white Toyota.
Axio? Is it Axio or
something? Hold on, I can't even remember. It was a distinct car. Hold on, bear with me, because I was doing something. Let me see if I can remember it's a Toyota, kind of like they call it is it a Pro Box car?
Oh, Pro Box. Pro Box, yes. There's a Pro Box, yes.
Yeah. So she was and he most probably would have driven that, because my mum, to be honest, my mum doesn't always like driving. To be fair, even in England, she's got a car. She doesn't always like driving. So he would have been driving that white car.
So whose car is it? Whose car is it?
It's my mum's car.
Oh,
he's got it registered in his name.
See, but if it's the mom's car, why is it registered in his name? Why is it registered in his name? No, it's his car.
But it's my mum's car.
No, Miss Dawn paid for it. She bought it, but it's his car, and he would dare you to say otherwise.
That's the car he would have been driving for the last couple of days up until yesterday.
You said he got it registered.
Eyes, y'all. I can't even look at this man's eyes for long. Look at his eyes. If you can see his eyes, you have to look at his eyes.
His name.
You can see all the evil in this person.
Ooh, maybe for insurance. I don't know. Just so that makes it easier so he doesn't get stopped if he's driving. I don't know.
Okay. Did you? Let me ask you. Did the family Did you were you in agreement with him being in your mom's life?
Attention retirees.
So this is the part when he asked that, and she doesn't want to talk about it.
Because
I didn't know. I don't really want to talk about that part.
Yes.
To be quite honest.
So y'all hear? She says she don't want to talk about that part. So when she says she don't want to talk about it, we already know what the answer is.
Yes.
What I do want to say is that my mum was a good woman and she has helped so much people.
Yes.
She's a very caring person.
Yes.
And she's a very giving person.
Yes. No, I'm not trying to be judgmental.
I just want to get it out there because I think it's very important that
yes,
we remember the essence of the kind of people we're dealing with.
Yes.
And they're giving Jamaica a bad name.
Look here.
People can be.
Yeah, we should remember the essence of the people that we're dealing with, but we also have to examine the situation so we can learn from it, because we don't want it just to be wasted. You know what I mean? This is terrible what happened to her. So we need to learn from this situation. Remember the essence of who she is, yes, but learn from her situation also.
You want to be wise about who they want to be with or what have you, but the essence is this, is that we can, from what you've told me, he's a demon.
Yeah,
and I'm not trying to judge your mom or trying to, because you would have seen the comments. I'm not going down that road. You know, I would never go down that road, because people meet somebody and depending on what they see in the person, you know. But why it's really sad though. It's really boy. So how are your sisters taking it? How are you?
The whole family is not taking it very well.
Yeah. I can just imagine. But all right, so I'm gonna update this because the photograph.
Thank you for everything. I thank you for taking this up, and I thank you for
yeah, man.
And I do thank your listeners for helping.
Yes.
You know, just anything that they can do or share.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's okay. I'm gonna.
Sorry, but I just thank you for everything.
Yeah. Okay. I got an updated photo, and I really want to include it so that persons can look out for him. The updated photo. Do you have any other photo with him?
I sent you a picture that was a bit clearer.
Yes.
WhatsApp. I think I sent you a picture.
Yes.
With a close-up face of him.
Yes, I got it. I'm gonna include it in this conversation. Boy, but it's really sad though. Anyhow,
okay.
We'll talk. You have
okay, so that's when he got the information. Now, this was after she called and contacted him. So now he went out and he like I think that was Mayall said, Popeye has street contacts. Popeye has people on YouTube. Popeye got people who just out here figuring it out. So they done got back with Popeye. They like, this dude is trash. He's a whole trash can. He's wanted for the Big M. He used the wrong name. He escaped jail. He got charged with having an illegal gun. What is going on here? And Miss Dawn and her family don't know a thing. I bet you when Miss Dawn tried to ask him about his past, he got an attitude. And, you know, she probably just said, I ain't going to even press that subject because, you know, he getting angry, so I'm not going to even ask no more. But, yeah, this dude is a whole trash can. T&K says, I don't agree with Popeye telling her daughter, such sensitive information on a recorded call. Yeah, but, you know, I'm thinking he just didn't know how to say it. I mean, how else do you say terrible things like that? You know, those things are terrible. And sometimes I find that when I have to say terrible things, it's better for me just to say it. Instead of trying to sugarcoat it, instead of trying to make it nicer than what it is, I just have to say it. Just say it. She says, brown eyes, you're right, be right. The economic differences is worse than the age difference. Yes. The economic difference is crazy because she's got her job in the UK and she's got her house in the UK. She got her house in Jamaica, and she got her business selling the clothes in Jamaica. So that economic difference is vast. The residents of Roaring River found her body near her home on the 3rd of December. Yes. Oh, so that's who found it? Are you serious? The police didn't even... Oh, girl, don't tell me the police didn't even find her. If his whole family is also connected to her, then his police parish definitely isn't turning him in. Stood out like a sore thumb. Bait, exactly. Because that was odd that they would say, yeah, she stood out. So they're looking like, yeah, that's the lady. She's got money. She come here all the time to sell stuff. That's what I was thinking. In broad daylight, he had no, he sure don't. Hello, everyone. Okay. Hello, CW baby girl. Grand evening. Okay. And you know, Kiki, she probably had money on her, but that, he took her money. Come on, honey. Because she just got, I didn't even think about that. You're right. Because she just got there. So she got money on her. Yeah, you're right. Hello, yes, I'm good. Okay, so you guys are saying hello. Kiki is registered in his name, and he was wanted for unaliving somebody, and I don't understand why he would do that either. He got. Oh, I can't look at his eyes, girl. That was giving me the creeps. See, that's what I thought too. Do you know I thought the same thing, brown eyes? That's why I was like, oh no, don't make eye contact with him. Look away. And I'm like, oh no, he's evil. That's just what I thought. The daughter is wrong. 27 years difference is a red flag. It's a huge flag. So when she gets tired of you, he just unalives you. Is that the case? Poor woman didn't have a chance. Yeah, because they said after the HIV fiasco, after they found out about the HIV, they said she wasn't being intimate with him anymore like she used to be. He was mad about that. At least Popeye was honest, although it was hard to hear. Yes, it was very hard to hear. And I'm sure it was hard for him to say also. Maybe the old school, but better to be safe than sorry. Yes, now we're going to go to our next video, okay? So that's when Popeye found out, they went to work and they found out all this about him. Okay, so in this video we're going to watch now, this is the video when they find that she has been unalived and she is in a shallow grave. And according to London Lady, the people in the community are the ones who found her. Okay. Oh, hold on, y'all. That's the wrong video. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Let me get the right video up. Okay, hang on one second. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this one up. Now, this is the one after they found her. And Popeye always gives like a little recap of what he found. So hold on. Now I got the right one because I knew that didn't look right. So hold on. Let me get this one back up here. Okay.
known as Dawn. She is DEAD. Dawn, she was born on June 26, 1960, 64 years old. She was a British citizen and she worked in the United Kingdom as a caregiver. Dawn, she owned a property at Roaring River in the parish of Westmoreland. A few years ago, Dawn met that hoodlum on your screen. His name is Andre Stephen Morrison. He's also known as Breda, Mantis, or Bolo. Later this month, on December 23, Andre, he will be celebrating his 38th birthday. Andre, he has had a checkered past. He and his brother, Kevin Morrison, also known as Killer, they have had several run-ins with the law. They are from D-side in Trelawney, where they were involved in gang activities. Andre and his family, they had to flee the area after one of their sisters, named Teresa Morrison, was shot and killed at her home in 2011. A few years ago, Dawn met Andre after he and his stepfather were doing some work at Dawn's home. Here is Andre's stepfather. Listen this.
We come down now. I do the project now. Mr. Boy, they're going to need somebody to mix the material to give me to do what I do.
Yes.
And she turned to me and said, get somebody. But you know, I said, this is you that did it now. And the partner, I mean, a little youth to take care of little son, when he can't talk like that.
Mm-hmm.
He can't talk. You understand? I'm saying having to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all right then. Give me blind and I'm making them amongst me. That means they can't get a little food for me. No, when in the amongst me now, she say she have things she sell and things.
Mm-hmm.
Clothes and way to sell. I mean say, me not in a selling, I building me down, me not just selling, me don't know if it do selling. You give me a set to you.
Yes.
So me say all right then. Yeah, he might the one who say him can do them something and do can do selling and so. So me say all right then, in the amongst me. So the lady draw to him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know see it. And when she draw to him now, me do what me I do, I me leave from around, me leave.
Mm-hmm.
And it's what them then did I do it. Even some other brother did around here. See how we are them left it premises fine. Him didn't know what the man know.
Oh, yes.
You get me a set to you.
Yes.
So,
And that way, in the pandemic time.
I think but I believe me, I don't remember in what time.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember in what time. And I tell you got you.
Yes, yes.
So after that, Dawn and Andre, they were an item. Andre, he moved in.
So the uncle, the man that was talking, that he went to go do some work for Dawn at her house. This man, Andre, came with him. And I guess she started liking the man, Andre, and the uncle was surprised because, of course, he's surprised. Look at her and look at him. You're gonna wonder, well, I mean, what's the attraction? So that's how they got hooked up.
To Dawn's home, and both of them could be seen everywhere together on a daily basis. During the winter season, when Dawn was in Jamaica, they could be seen on the Negril Beach selling their wares. Here is Dawn's daughter, Fiona, talking about that.
So my mum imports clothes gets clothes made in Africa, Ghana specifically, and fans to keep you cool.
Yes.
And, women's clothes, men's clothes. And that's what she does when she's in Jamaica, in the grill specifically.
So Dawn and Andre, they got married earlier this year.
So you may ask something. You know if him and the lady married for true?
Yeah, man, they're married, man.
How long now they married?
Hey, Empath of London, explain this. What you mean? Because I really can't understand everything the uncle was saying. So when you said, so he ran the other men away, what do you mean he ran the other men away? Explain that while we're watching this, okay? And I'll come back to it.
Yeah, but sometime not this year, but I don't quite remember the month, brother.
Oh, Sincere, yeah?
Yes.
Are in a church they married?
Yes, man.
See?
I don't think I'm rolling my church, but the teen ain't go marry.
Mm-hmm.
Answer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like I reported earlier, Andre, he had told someone very close to him that sometimes he felt like killing his wife, Dan. It might come across as insensitive to some persons, but here is how I broke that bit of information to her daughter, Fiona. Listen this.
If a man really hated ass.
Sorry, y'all. I can't believe he told somebody he really wants to unalive his wife. That's just unbelievable.
I'm getting some information that is not sounding good. His current name is Andre Morrison, right?
Yeah.
And his brother's name is Kevin.
I don't know what his
Yeah, his brother's. I don't know. I'm telling you, his brother's name is Kevin.
Oh, okay.
In 2004, he would have escaped from the Falmouth police lockup. He was being held on gun charges, and he escaped. He escaped from the lockup. In 2012, he was on the Falmouth police most wanted list. I'm not sure if they had captured it. Well, most likely they captured him after he had escaped. But then he was back on the Falmouth police most wanted list.
Then he was back
for some guns and all kind of charges.
Twice.
And I am being told that he was arrested and charged in Montego Bay for murder.
Oh my God! When was that?
He was the name that he used when he was arrested in Montego Bay. Let me just check on my on something here. The name he used was Errol Ellis when he was arrested in Montego Bay for murder. And repeat.
Who was he accused of murdering?
No, I'm digging into it. I'm just telling you, the person, because the information that this is the last of the information that I need to check out, because the person is giving me some credible information. I checked out the fact that he was wanted he escaped from custody in 2004. And I checked out the fact that he was also wanted again in Trelawney and the most wanted list. And the person is saying he was in custody for many years under the name. But then I'm getting information that he told somebody very close to him that he was planning on killing your mom. It's kind of hard to tell you like that, but that the information I'm getting from somebody who is very, very credible, that he was planning on doing away with her for some reason or the other. Let me see if the person give the reason. Sadly, Jamaica, you know that Andre complained about her and said sometime he wants to kill her. That's what. But he told somebody who's very close to him, like, and the person is telling me.
Like, what is the issue? Like, he complained about her. What were the complaints? That's what I'm saying. Like, what were the complaints? And I guess he couldn't get that information because he would have said it if he had it.
You know, when I was talking to you yesterday, I told you it didn't look good, and it don't look good at all. I'm sorry.
She never made it home.
No.
Like her house. She never made it home. There was no signs of her suitcases.
No.
They then journeyed to the parish of Westmoreland, where credible sources told me that they were spotted at Petersfield and Savannah Lamar in the parish of Westmoreland. By Tuesday, November 26, Dawn was missing. Here is Dawn's daughter, Fiona, telling me about how she found out that her mother was missing. Listen to this.
So now we're on Tuesday the 26th.
6th, yes.
I got a call around 3:15 in Jamaica time.
In the afternoon?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
From her partner saying that he can't find my mum. And he said that he took my mum down to Negril for her to meet someone who was interested in what she sells. So my mum sells.
We heard this part.
Who called you?
From this man. Her partner. He called me saying he can't.
She said when she talked to me, me not hear what she has say.
Okay, hold on. Let me go to this part, y'all.
Which mother? Which mother? That
That's the youth mother.
Mantis. Yes.
Wait, let me go back to here.
God knows why. You know, right now, I'm crying on my heart, brother. Because a good woman to me, brother.
Go back to here.
Call around 3:15 in Jamaica time.
In the afternoon?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
From her partner saying that he can't find my mum. And he said that he took my mum down to Negril for her to meet someone who was interested in what she sells. So my mum imports clothes gets clothes made in Africa, Ghana specifically, and fans, like fans to keep you cool.
Yes.
And, you know, women's clothes, men's clothes. And that's what she does.
So this must be before.
Who called you?
From this man.
So this must be before he found out about the HIV.
Don was missing.
Hold on.
But brother, God knows. If I hurt you, man, brother, God knows why. You know, right now, I'm crying on my heart, brother. Because a good woman to me, brother. Like with me, but she love you. She's a kind lady, me I tell you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You give me a set you. I was so shocked when me say she come. And then now, when she come, she miss me. So the mother called me and tell me that. So I say, what? What you saying?
Which mother? Which mother? That's
the youth mother.
Mantis. Yes.
So me say, what you saying? And she asked like me, I ask her again. She said, when she asked me, me not hear what she say. So after she said that to me, so me say, what happened to her?
Mm-hmm.
He said, Andre carry him go and Negril, and him have to go to school, and then come pick up his son at school. And when he come back now, he go back down to Negril, I look for him and can't find him. And he go report it. You get me, I said to you?
Mm-hmm.
So right now, me I say, God no. You don't know what I'm better. God no, we don't know what.
So Andrea, did have quote herself?
And no. Here is Andre's sister, Kerry-Ann Morrison.
So you never know.
Now this is the one we find out later who has the suitcases. Okay. Now listen to this one.
So your brother go for your Sunday, Monday.
Pardon me?
You didn't know that Andrea go for her Sunday, Monday. You didn't know that she was coming to Jamaica.
No, I don't know anything about that.
So you're aware, say Andrea called your mother and tell her, say, she missing?
Where did you get that information from?
I was just asking you if you are aware that Andrea called your mother and tell her that Don missing.
Andrea did not call mommy, because if Andrea did call mommy, I would know. That's why I asked where did you get the information from. But we did run away from this side. You need to ask questions before you put out facts. We did run away from this side. So
how long now you have been in Westmoreland?
What you said?
How long now you have been in Westmoreland?
We have been in Westmoreland maybe how much years now? I don't even remember how much years
about
we
10,
have been.
About 10, 11 years?
You need to get the fact and get it straight.
Yeah, that may I try again now, but you go around it.
My mother is originally from Roaring River. My mother was born in Roaring River. So you need to get your facts straight before you put out anything. So nobody don't run from the side and came to Roaring River. She was born in Roaring River.
Okay, loud mouth not frightening me now. How long ago is it that you left?
Frighten me either.
How long ago?
Get your fucking facts right before you put out nothing by your news. I start from broadcast if woman name.
How long is it that you would have left this side, come to Roaring River?
And that is none of your fucking business how long we want to reach down here.
Is it because British? Isn't it because? You can't make me laugh. Look here, 10 of you. Look here, neither you nor your brothers can make me laugh my mouth. So if that you wish for, if you wish for me laugh my mouth, you're going to hear something today. There is a big and bad attack and I cut off phone, man. There was so bad. Then we put on you cut off phone. What that don't solve nothing.
What
What is it that you want from us? What is it?
You text me. You text me, you see? And say if I want information, I should call you.
Right.
That you want from her?
You text me. You text me. Look here.
Text the woman phone and put out your fucking fast news. I thought me want you to do.
Go look. Your brother. Where your brother?
Are you a police?
What your brother do with Dan? Look here. What your brother do with Dan? What your brother do with his wife?
Name. Wanna leave the woman outside. The woman don't know nothing.
Your mother defend your mother defend your criminal brother. Your mother defend your criminal brother. Your mother defend.
Criminal brother what?
Your mother defend your hoodlum killer brother.
What?
Eh?
What is it you want her to do? Tell a lie?
Your mother and you are defend your criminal. Look here, I hope say.
Since you know us that we are criminal, come and look for us.
Look here, look here. Me not have to come look for you. Your brother kill.
So now you know why that dirty piece of junk was behaving like that, because yesterday afternoon, Monday, December 2, exactly 1 week after Dan was killed, her body was found. Yes, I will say this without any fear of contradiction. Dan, she was killed last week, Monday night, November 25. She was taken to a place named Food Farm Common in the Shrewsbury area of Petersfield in the parish of Westmoreland, where her husband, Andre, dug a shallow grave and buried his wife's body in it.
Yeah.
Yesterday afternoon, about 4:30, the police, acting on intelligence, they went to the area where her partially decomposed body was found. Last week, Monday night, November 25, Dan, she did not make it home to Roaring River. She was killed whilst she was on her way home. Andre is wanted by the police. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Okay, so now with this one, they found her body. They know Andre did it. They're just trying to find out where Andre is right now. So now let me get your comments. African Weed Pack King Queen says, I think he owned her and everything she has. He feel belongs to him. So his baby mamas feel he should be able to take her things and give it to them. Don wasn't having it. Exactly. Because the girl was pregnant. I don't know if Popeye said it. It was a lady who I watched who said that the girl, let me see if I can find that one. The girl was pregnant. It was a girl who was pregnant. I don't know if it was a wife or a girlfriend. Okay. And not only was she pregnant, but she was HIV positive. She told Andre she was HIV positive. And that's when he asked Don, which how does that conversation go? He asked Don about being HIV positive because both of them are saying that they weren't. And she said that she wasn't. So I don't know how that went. Jamaicans just talk. What is no beaching about the bush? About was okay. So he ran to another man. He ran the other men away. He was the ultimate, come on. He was the ultimate con man. She should have hustled up on his money. He was saying there was other people there, men, and he noticed they were not around anymore. Oh, so he got rid of all, because he let them know, yep, this is my prize. I got this one. Yep. Why is he unaliving people? Because he has a bad temper. I'm going to do a background checks and checking official identification cards moving forward. Yeah, you better. Don't forget about the blood. Yeah, the blood test too. Because remember, they had HIV, both of them. And then tried to say she had it. He sounds like that was just a straight up unaliver. Yes, he is. He sounds like a serial unaliver. Yes, he does. Oh, yes, a health screening too. Yep. Unfortunately, in this world, there are people who don't no, Jay, and they don't. Joy, and they don't. He sounds like an abuser and with mental illness. Yep. Y'all know it's people who enjoy taking unaliving people. He seems like that type. Look at his eyes, though. He attached himself to Don. She knew she was in trouble and probably tried to end it. She probably did and probably couldn't. So stop sleeping with him, and he probably wanted. Yep, she stopped sleeping, and she probably wanted to. Exactly. When she found out all that stuff, you know she wanted a divorce. In trouble for what? It's probably a family church, Miss Millie says. African Repat says, trapped in an abusive marriage with a man who has a woman pregnant, and they're all HIV positive, okay? I don't know if Miss Dawn was, but the other people were. You don't end relationship with crazy people. You just leave. Exactly. Saying you are going to the store or the bank. Exactly. You just leave and then don't go around them again. I'm convinced the family they were from his sisters. Yeah. To her stank attitude. Yes, they were. She's going to have the next video I'm going to show y'all. They were. The whole family was in on it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is just unbelievable. Yeah, his sister had the luggage. She said she didn't know it was Miss Dawn's luggage. He just asked her to keep the luggage. Is that an African print dress she's wearing? I think so. Potty mouth Jane Crow is an accurate description. He's still missing. Police only catch less than. Oh, Lord, don't say that, TNK. I seriously believe the same. Jamaicans are suffering from slave disorder. Don't say they're not going to catch that man. Just look at the unalived rate in Jamaica. I would have left the house and never stepped foot in Jamaica again. All right, now look. Let's look at this one. This is when Popeye finds out that. Wait a minute. Did we do this one? How about the machete? Wait a minute. Which one did we just look at? Tell me if we saw this one. That he used the machete. Did we listen to the one about the machete yet? Okay, hold on. This is how he unalived her. He used a machete. Let's see if we listen to this one.
64 years old. Her decomposed body was found in a shallow grave at Food Farm Common in the Shrewsbury area of Petersfield in the parish of Westmoreland. It was found yesterday afternoon, Monday, December 2, about 4:30. In the report I carried this morning, I did not tell you how Don was killed because I was still waiting on that bit of information. Well, we are now learning that Don, she had received what appears to be a serious machete wound to her head. So it is being theorized that Andre, the husband, he chopped her in her head, and he and an accomplice took her to the spot where they dug a shallow grave and buried her body. Many news outlets.
So he's saying that Andre hit her in the head with the machete. We don't know if it was from the front. We don't know if it was from the back, but it was in the top of the head. He hit her in the head with the machete, unalived her, and him and a friend or his brother buried her in the backyard.
Are not gonna acknowledge this, but the truth is, if this channel did not take on that case, if the PNL detectives did not help in giving us credible information, Dawn's body would most likely not be found. And her husband, Andre, he would be driving up and down with his mouth full of lies. we are not looking any praises, but the truth must be told. And PNL detectives, big up on yourself. In the news today,
you can turn any slogan or funny quote.
Hold on, y'all. This is just unbelievable, though.
November 25, at minutes after 9 o'clock. A mother, she's living in the parish of St. Anne. She sent her 14-year-old daughter with their 45-year-old cousin to go to St. Anne's Bay to buy pizza. The name of that cousin is Rowan White. Like I said, he is 45 years old and he's a porter living at Gully Road in the St. Anne's Bay area of St. Anne. So, Rowan, he drove his motor vehicle with his 14-year-old cousin to the pizza place in St. Anne's Bay. While they were returning, Rowan, he gave his 14-year-old cousin the vehicle to drive. On reaching a certain section along the road, he told her to turn onto a football field. The young girl, she did what she was told and she stopped the vehicle on the ball field. Rowan, he then told her to go on the back seat and clothes start take off. The allegation is that Rowan, he used one of his fingers to do you know what, and as he was about to use his private to do you know what, knock, knock, knock. A team of police officers were out on patrol and they saw the vehicle on the ball field. They went to investigate and they knocked up the vehicle. Rowan and his 14-year-old cousin, they were in the vehicle, stiff, torn, naked.
What?
Rowan, he was taken into police custody and he has since been charged for grievous sexual assault and sexual grooming of a child. So he'll be going to the courts shortly. This next incident, it took place at the Oasis Bar, Don Juan Enterprise.
Wait a minute, I think this is another story. I think he's doing another story.
Also dismantled 3 lucky draw poker machine boxes and thief the motherboards from each of them. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Just like that.
All right, so this
in this next report, on Friday afternoon, November 29, a United States resident, he was taken into police custody at the Sangster International Airport. He's facing charges after because all the while. But job well.
Hold on, let me put on this other one. Because this one, he's talking about a whole bunch of other different stuff. Maybe that was all he said in this one, was about her being hit in the head with the machete. Let me put on this last one. And this is the one. So Andre. Okay, hold on. His wife and the cook. No, hold on. The one I want is about the sister. It was like the whole family. Here it is. They got the 5 suitcases. Hold on, that's the one I want y'all to see. They found the sister and them with the daggone suitcases after they said they didn't know nothing about it. This one he going off right here. Hold on.
And nobody takes. Let me remind you that this is a one-man team. I do not read or respond tonight, November 29, at minutes to 9 o'clock. A female in her mid-20s. She was walking through a lane to go home when she was pounced on by a guy known as Pim Pim for the offense of rape. His name is Ayan Hilton.
We heard about earlier.
Our information is that a guy in his late 20s. He's popularly known as 16. It is said that 16 week Thursday, we started carrying the story of 64-year-old British citizen Donita Rose Anderson, popularly known as Dan. We started carrying the reports that she was reported missing. We stayed on the case every day until Dan's remains were found in a shallow grave in the Shrewsbury area of Petersfield in the parish of Westmoreland. We did a lot of behind-the-scenes work on this one, and it is for this reason. One of Don's daughters sent me that message on your screen early this morning. She said, "Hello, Popeye. My name is Charmaine Anderson. I am Don's daughter. I would like to thank you for the help and support throughout my mother's case. You were the only one that listened to us. You kept the story going until she was found. You are the only one who was updating us. The Withorn police station where the report was made has told us nothing. We will forever be grateful to you and your team."
Wow, can you believe that the police to this day, they have not told them anything about the case? So if it wasn't for Popeye, they would be still just sitting there.
Continue to bless and protect you.
I can't even believe it.
Again, I say thank you. Now, Charmaine, Fiona, and the rest of the family, my deepest condolences to you and to all of the PNL detectives who assisted us with credible information. Enough respect. So today, I'm going to be sharing some exclusive information with you. But first, I want you to listen to this voice note. Listen this.
Me hear say, and I want tarpaulin by tarpaulin. Place a party by tarpaulin, then say come back one by one tarpaulin. I must see one pair of gloves and come by. So in the case, woman in a house, you check it woman in a head and wrap up in a tarpaulin and can go through him in the grave. And we say when you dig up a grave yesterday, you know, they find one and shot in there. Guy shot to him blood up and then throw a shot in there with the woman and then find it in there. So I question his sister know which part in the Dongai station. I mean, no, we have to question him harder or tell
I
them.
can't understand any of that. So if y'all can understand that, tell us what he's saying.
I know him have the man things at the girl over Cocotia Road into a Harry and name. No, see me name. Titsara or Miss Titsin name. So police get to find him up there. You say, what police when up there last night? They fit over that. Yes. So in a house, he look like he kill him and wrap up in the tarpaulin. But then find one and shot in there. One and shot him find in there. Yes.
So you heard where the person said Dan was killed in her home. And yes, I had said something else before, but you know how we do it over here so already.
Right. So she was killed in her home. He made a mistake earlier because they didn't have all the information. That's what I try to tell people when they be like, "Oh, you misinformation." No, it's not misinformation because it matches what you have at that time. The information he had at that time was that they did not go to the house because there were no luggage there. Okay, but they find out later on, yeah, they did go to the house because she was buried in the back of the house and the luggage were there. Oh, you couldn't pick it up either in Path of London. Okay.
I am not afraid to correct myself. So what we are learning is that Don's husband, Andre Morrison, he had bought a pair of gloves, a blue tarpaulin, and a piece of green rope. We are told that all these items were bought from the Saturday before Don arrived in Jamaica on the Sunday.
Kill me.
So Don's killing was clearly premeditated.
Mm-hmm.
So on the Monday, November 25, after Don and Andre left Montego Bay, they went to a few places in Westmoreland and then they reached home. Based on evidence found, it was in Don's own home that her husband, Andre, inflicted the fatal wound to her head. He then wrapped her body in the blue tarpaulin and tied up the tarpaulin at 3 different spots with the green rope at her neck, her waist, and her feet. With the assistance of his partner in crime, they then picked up his wife's lifeless body, put it in the car, then drove to the area where they dug a shallow grave and buried her body. So here is why Don's daughter, Fiona, and myself were saying that she did not reach home. Don had left England with 5 suitcases and none of the suitcases were found in the house. Now, before I tell you more about the suitcase, we are learning that Andre's criminal defender, mother and sister, they are in jail.
Look. Look at that. They in jail, but he ain't, honey. He's on the run. But they're in jail. They got them. Yeah, I thought they had something to do with it. She was talking too much.
That sinking. You see? Them say last laugh, you know. You remember how that piece of nastiness? Yeah, man, that piece of... You remember how she come over here?
Yeah. Remember the one?
You remember how that... It's not a laughing matter, you know. But you remember how that piece of nastiness come over here and tell me about me if you shut me BC mouth? You remember?
Yeah.
You see? Let me tell you something, you know. Let me tell you something. You see when them come over here with them nastiness and them feel like say, me, them are disrespect. Eh? You see when them come and feel like say, me, them are disrespect. Anyway, we are learning that a male and a female, they are also in police custody after they were found in possession of Don's 5 suitcases.
Wow.
The male, we are told, is a very good friend of Andre. They are drinking partners. We are told that investigators are being told that over a week ago, Andre, he took the 5 suitcases to the man and asked him to keep them for him because his wife was missing in Negril. The man told him that it's not his home, so he would have to ask permission. The female was asked and she agreed. And this was based on the explanation that Andre gave her. We are told that she, the female, she had no way of knowing that Andre had killed his wife. Last night, Tuesday, December 3, a team of police officers, they carried out a raid at the home and the 5 suitcases were found.
Wow.
So the question on everyone's lip is, why did Andre kill his wife, Dawn? No. Based on our investigations, there are 2 possible motives. Follow me now.
Now listen.
Things were not so pretty in the relationship with Dawn and Andre. You remember that Andre, he had been involved in a life of crime. He got married to Dawn, hoping that she would be his ticket to England, among other things. Well, Dawn, she filed a petition for Andre for him to go to England. Andre's background check was done, and everything that Dawn did not know about her husband was now revealed to her. As a result, this put a strain on their relationship because Dawn, she now found out that she was married to a career criminal. Also, no, listen to me carefully. I know that this one might be hurtful to Dawn's family, but please understand that this is about the truth, not sensationalism or emotions. So what we are learning is that Andre, he was involved in a relationship with a female in the Roaring River area. That female, she got pregnant and she went in to do her tests. The test revealed that that female, she was HIV positive. The female, she then blamed Andre for infecting her. I cannot confirm this, but it is being said that Andre, he got tested also, and he found out that he too was HIV positive.
I told y'all.
Andre,
crazy.
he blamed Dawn for infecting him.
Wow.
Dawn, she was adamant that no, she was clean before she met Andre because she was tested regularly in England. We are also getting unconfirmed reports that Dawn, she also tested, and the result put a further strain on the relationship. Dawn, she had stopped giving Andre the sweets that he now become used to. As a result, Andre, he told persons that he was going to be getting rid of Dawn, and he surely did. Now, the police, they have now listed Andre Morrison and his brother, Kevin Morrison, as being wanted for the death of Dawn. There they are on your screen. And I must add this, that no, they are not twins. Andre, also known as Breda, he is 37 years old. Well, on December 23, he will be 38 years old. His brother, Kevin, also known as Killer, is 40 going 41 years old. If you have any information as to where
They don't
these
know where they are.
two hoodlums are hiding, please do the right thing. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Yep, they don't know where they are. That's funny that they caught. Let me see if I can. That was 2 weeks ago. Let me see if they'll give a date. December 4th. This is December 21st. They still don't know where they are. That's crazy that they got the sister, but they don't have her. They can't find them. They glorify Rude Boy Jamaica. They glorify murder and call it, oh, that's what Rude Boy is. I didn't know. I thought Rude Boy was somebody, a boy that didn't have manners. I didn't know what they was talking about. He didn't have to unalive her to get her house. He could have revealed his truth, and she could have ran back to the UK. Yep. I can't fathom that the daughters are here when they hear this news. It's devastating. Yes, it is. It was. My friend lost both her sons, Pow, at their home 2 years now, and the police have zero info on the leads. This is Jamaica. Oh, no, I ain't going there. It's not clear for me to pick it up. Okay, that's when she was trying to listen to the video for us. But he's talking about a bloody shirt and a trampoline. What the heck? Yeah, that's what I said, Mark. That's crazy. That is crazy. He planned on unaliving her before she landed in Jamaica. Yes, that's what you call premeditated, big M word. It's not difficult to get a boat off the island if you have the money. Kiki, I don't feel good at the look of his eyes. Eyes are gateway to the soul, and they are some evil. I told you, it's evil. That's pure evil. I can't even look at him. She still stayed with him after finding out about the HIV. I couldn't understand that. And still was intimate with him after finding out the HIV. And still stayed with him after she found out about the baby that was on the way. What is going on? That's why I'm telling you, I think this was some kind of black magic, because this don't even make sense. Sell the house from afar. Well, we don't know who owned the house now. We don't know who's going to get the house. We don't know any of that. Maybe Popeye will do a follow-up story, but right now, that's all we have. That's it. He is, the Sun, U.S. Sun did a story, and I believe some news outlets in the UK did stories, but like I said, Popeye was the only one. Well, there's other YouTube people who are picking up the story, but they're really just saying what Popeye said, so it doesn't even make sense. You might as well just go listen to him. But that was it. That's it so far. They're still looking for them, and this was like the craziest story that I've ever heard. And I can't even believe that it's real. I keep thinking that this is just some kind of story. This has got to be a movie. This can't be real. This cannot be real life. All of this stuff, and she still stayed with this man, stayed with him to the point where he unalived her. And they don't even know where he is. Or his brother. And that makes 2 unalivings he's on the run for now, y'all. Remember the other one he's wanted for? He's on the run, been on the run for 10 years for that one. And now Miss Dawn, he's on the run for her, unaliving her. I told y'all this was a real sad one. This was a real sad one tonight. All right, y'all. That is all that I have for you guys. We are on vacation. She was too old to be getting STDs. And yes, girl, who want to be 64 and you get HIV and STDs? Come on. She should have reported him. Yeah, she should have. They are probably living in the bush. Yeah. And they're probably just going to live out there because he looked like he can live in the bush, honey. And he had her money, whatever money she had with her. Like somebody said, she had money with her. She had just got there. So he took that too. And then he got that car. Remember the car he bought her? She bought him. He got that car. So he's fine. He can live off the land. He don't care. He don't care. So what do you think the sister and mother were arrested for? Receipt of stolen property, or do they think conspiracy to commit the unaliving? It sounds like to me that they think that they were all in on it together. Like the sister and the mother were in on the unaliving also. Like they all did it together. And then there was a cousin. See, in another video, it was naming different. It was like it was people in the family. Like several members of his family was in on this. So it was like, but that's the same thing that happened to the dude in the Philippines. Remember I told y'all it was a dude in the Philippines I wanted to tell y'all about who was kidnapped and he was unalived in the Philippines because they didn't like him? That was the reason they said they did not like him. So they come to find out the whole family was in on that. I have a friend from Jamaica and I asked him why would he buy a Florida vacation home instead of building in Jamaica. He said it's dangerous to build in Jamaica because the people get jealous. And that's what this sounds like. Out there spreading HIV and killing people. Yep. There's a lot more crazy stuff going on in Jamaica. Oh, it sounds like it from Popeye News Network. News links, honey. Because I was watching that all day. I can't believe the stuff to go on that little island. I'm going to listen to the Jamaican on the playback and slow it down. Maybe I can make out what he's being said or pass it to my Jamaican friends. Okay, yeah, good. That'll help. And then we'll know. All right, y'all, we're about to get off here. We've been on here 2 hours and 27 minutes. That's not too bad. And we will be back on here probably, y'all know I got to get ready to cook Christmas dinner now. I was trying to get out of it, but honey, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. So tomorrow's Sunday, Monday, Christmas is Wednesday. We'll probably be back on here together either the day after Christmas or on Friday. Remember, we're going to talk about Go Black to Africa on Saturday. That's when we talk about him. And this one, Friday or Thursday, I'm not sure who I'm going to talk about. Or I have a couple of stories that I never got around to because I was so busy at work. So since I'm off, I'm going to go catch up on those stories. It's a couple of stories you guys wrote me about that you wanted me to do. And this was one of them. So I'm glad I got a chance to do this story. And I want to give my sincere condolences to her daughters. I really feel sorry for them. And that's what I want to remind you before we get off here, y'all, to always think about our kids, even though they're adults. If something happened to one of us, God forbid, that's going to destroy our kids. We can't do that out of us trying to fulfill some kind of dream that's not a reality. Okay? Trying to fill some type of void with somebody who's just not even worth giving the time of day to. All right, yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I know. Look, what time is it? 8:30. I knew it. 8:30. Yeah, that's about time. He may have gotten off the island by sea. Merry Christmas to you, Lady London. Good luck with Christmas dinner. Have a lovely Christmas. You too, ladies. Everybody on here, please have. I cook every year too. Oh, you do? How many have gotten off the? Okay. Everybody, please have a wonderful Christmas. Yes, Don. This was really sad, and it's right before Christmas, y'all. So just think, Merry Christmas, Just think what her kids is going through, and her grandkids, and her great-grandkids. Christmas is not the same when you lose a matriarch like that. It is horrible. It is so bad. Everybody's going to be so messed up. So let's just lift their whole family up in prayer, because they're going to need it. They're going to need it, because this was horrible. This man treated Dawn horrible before she passed and after she passed. How they did her after she passed. This man was a horrible being. A horrible being. All right, y'all. This was a tragedy. This was a tragedy. Good night, Brown Eyes. Especially with younger men and women. Yes. All right, y'all. Merry Christmas. And y'all don't forget to pray for Dawn's kids. All right. So they can have some kind of peace this year. And her grandkids, y'all. They're going to be messed up too. All right, y'all. I will see y'all either Thursday or Friday, but for sure we'll be back on here Saturday. And have a good evening. And thank you for staying on here with me.